Hello, so in this video we're going to be talking about why capitalism is so awesome. Look, the reason capitalism is so awesome is that it goes so well with fascism and extreme nationalism, and also the fact that fascism stomps out any sign of democracy. That pesky democracy always getting in the way of profits. Nothing goes better with capitalism than fascism. It's a match made in heaven. If you want to be a good capitalist, you should follow in the footsteps of the best capitalists the world has seen. Here are a few examples of some great capitalists working with fascists. Example number 1, taking Jews' money and funding Nazis. During World War II, Barclays Bank in Paris seized the bank accounts of 100 Jews that totaled $3.6 million. Recently unclassified reports show that the local branch worked in close collaboration with the German authorities. Swiss banks also agreed to pay $1.25 billion to compensate tens of thousands of Jews whose assets were seized during World War II. Other banks participated in taking Jewish assets as well, such as J.P. Morgan, Guaranteed Trust Company of New York, Bank of the City of New York as well. Example number 2 of how to be a good capitalist: just support Nazis directly. You don't have to seize their assets at a bank. Just support Nazis like George Bush's grandfather, Prescott Bush, who was a director of shareholder companies that profited from their involvement with the financial backers of Nazi Germany. The documents revealed under the Trading with the Enemy Act that he acted as a U.S. base for Fritz Thyssen, who helped finance Hitler in the 1930s before falling out with him at the end of the decade. Prescott Bush worked for UBC, which represented Thyssen's U.S. interests, and he continued to work for the bank after America entered the war. Support fascists like IBM, who built 2 new factories to supply the Nazi war machine in Vichy, France. Also, make sure you hurry up and build a new subsidiary in any country invaded by fascists, just like IBM in Holland in May of 1940. Or, support fascists like IBM did when they made numbers that were stamped on the prisoners in a concentration camp, like Auschwitz. And also, Standard Oil helped the Luftwaffe with tetraethyl lead gas. Another great capitalist that helped the Nazis was Henry Ford, the best capitalist America's ever seen, who helped make cars for fascists using French POWs, essentially slave labor. Also, don't forget that just like Henry Ford, anti-Semitism and capitalism go just as well as chocolate and peanut butter. After all, Henry Ford was Hitler's inspiration. One day, if you're a good capitalist, you might get an award from fascists like Henry Ford. Look at him, so happy. Let's not forget the great American company General Motors as well, who was an integral part of the German war effort. There are also a lot of other great capitalist institutions that have supported fascism, such as Kodak, who used slave labor in Germany. Rockefeller, Carnegie, and Harriman also funded Nazi eugenics programs. Coke made stuff for the Nazis, including Fanta. Make sure that at the next fascist uprising, you help supply gasoline to the fascist regime, like Texaco did with Franco in Spain, as shown in Adam Hochschild's book, Spain in Our Hearts. Remember that America has always served as the inspiration for Nazis and fascists around the world. We were the ones who first started eugenics programs and showed how to genocide and enclose an entire population, like the Native Americans. We also came up with the idea for gas chambers. I mean, come on, we're just brilliant capitalists working to help fascists. It's the 1-2 combo punch, the best. Finally, here are some other capitalists who have supported fascism: Andrew Mellon, Allen Dulles, later head of the CIA, Joseph Kennedy, Kennedy's father, William Randolph Hearst, Pierre DuPont, and DeWitt Wallace, founder of Reader's Digest. In conclusion, it's important to remember that if you are a capitalist that doesn't support fascism, you are not a capitalist. You're just another sick communist lefty who wants to make everyone poor and ruin the entire world. So make sure you protect your investments and make a profit at all costs. As capitalists, we have to protect our rights to the means of production and never give people a say in their jobs. Because if you do, it's just a slippery slope, and then they'll want better working conditions and, a wage to live properly and stuff. And that'll take away from profits, and we can't have that. Most important of all, fascists will protect our private property rights, which is why they're there in the first place. Anyways, democracy blows. Just like Paul Joseph Watson says, capitalism is awesome. Hey, thanks for watching that video. If you like videos similar to that, please subscribe, like, and I'll probably put on a Patreon soon so y'all can donate. And yeah, thanks for watching, and no, I am not a capitalist. Alright. Y'all get satire, right? Remember, nothing in life is ever black or white. There's nuance to everything. Have a good day.